All right.
Boonga, boonga.
Let's see. Let me go ahead and get that recording started. Three, two,
Check.
one. Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Two Idiot Gamers podcast. I'm joined again by my very green and very British sounding co-host.
What do you mean British? I'm not British. Hi, Bowena. Ik is niet British nie. Ek is nie Engels nie.
It sounded a little German.
Ja. Nee, ek nie praat Duits nie. Ek praat Afrikaans. South African, you dumb fuck.
Oh, really?
There was no German spoken there. I'm not kidding though. I did not speak. And why? What do you mean geriatrics?
We're
What
the
the
same
fuck does that mean?
age.
Geriatrics. We're not even that old. Actually, we're not, Chris. You're younger than me. You haven't leveled up yet.
If anyone's suffering from geriatrics, it's AC.
Nah.
Oh.
I suffer from wisdom. Chris suffers from geriatrics. You can
So-
hear it. He's trying to like fix his back. He's so geriatric.
I was just stretching.
I just fixed my back. Oh.
I was just stretching. How have you been, AC, since the last episode? What have you been up to?
Since the last episode, I have been playing Hollow Knight. I became mildly obsessed with Hollow Knight. Yeah, you can hear the bones creaking as he stretches. It's very funny. I say that and then my chair decides, okay, now's the time to make sounds. And I'm like, oh my god.
So, how is Hollow Knight?
I haven't finished it yet. I'm about maybe a quarter of the way in because I've just started the boss battle with Hornet. It's super fun, but it is pretty hard. It's not an easy game.
Hey, Chris got his dentures and hearing aids in. I don't know if AC does or
Yeah,
not.
Chris has his dentures in. You can hear the teeth clacking, but I don't think his hearing aids in because he keeps not being able to hear me. So I don't know what's going on there.
It's Discord being messed up like usual. So, you said you're on like the part with Hornet, right?
Yeah, the first like battle with Hornet, and it's pretty cool. I'm still in the stage of getting good, but I'm genuinely getting good, which is pretty fun.
That's good. I think that was the last part that I left off on when I originally played Hollow Knight. Is the fight with Hornet. What I did is I got used to hearing her sound cues when she does her moves.
Yeah.
That made the fight so much more easier.
Yeah, no, it does that. I'm like, you listen. She says the cues before attacks, and I'm like, yeah, okay. I was only the problem is I got greedy with the attacks, and that's why I started like dying. I got greedy when I would do an attack. I get greedy and try and get too many in before she starts doing it instead, and then like, so I would push it a bit too hard on something where I'm like, I'm gonna die. But this is entirely because I'm a dumbass, not because I'm missing the cues. I'm just like, oh shit, I need to dodge, but I've attacked too many times. I'm stuck in the next.
Yeah. What I have like no recollection of Hollow Knight and like the various abilities and stuff, but where you're at right now, what abilities do you got? You have like a dash yet, or like
I
anything
don't have the
special?
dash. I've just got a fireball. I've just
Oh,
got a
okay.
fireball. Man.
On the topic of Hollow Knight, Silksong just came out. Have you played any of that, or?
Nah, I got bought Hollow Knight, and I was like, I'm not playing Silksong till I've finished Hollow Knight because I want to actually like get the full story of the knight. So I'm enjoying getting somewhere with it.
Yeah.
It's really fun. It's
Yeah,
fun getting that. Like, yeah.
when I originally played Hollow Knight, I thought it was really fun, but then the aspect of like, oh shit, where do I go? I'm at a wall and I don't know where to go. Okay, I guess I'll go this way. Oh, wait, that's not the right way. I hit another wall. Okay. I guess I gotta look up a guide to find out where to go.
I haven't looked up a guide once. I've been making actual progress the more I've played without looking at a guide. Because the map's pretty intuitive, so I figured out the maps pretty easily.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty easy if you just follow the map. You're like, okay, cool. The map points me this way. I go this way. Sick. Okay, cool. And so I would like follow the map, and then the only thing where I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to do is there's this bit with a jellyfish that has like a blasting thing up, and I'm like, yeah, it's so there's this like little thing, and then I realized it's because I'd skipped the whole section where it gives you the ability, like it helps you like know what to do to unlock it. I'm like, fuck,
Oh, right.
I skipped. So I went back, checked my map. I'm like, oh, I just didn't explore this entire fucking area for some reason.
It's always
So I had to like,
fun. It's always really fun getting to an area and the ledge is just like a little bit out of reach and you think you can get it, but you actually can't and you need like a double jump or something.
yeah.
You get in another area.
So I was like, oh fuck, okay, I have to go back and try and figure out where to do this thing. So I did. I went back, I got it, and I was like, that wasn't actually that hard. I was just stupid and I skipped the thing I needed to do to actually make progress, you know. You have to like actually do certain things to make progress, and if you just sit and like if you just rush the game, you're gonna get stuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hollow Knight's a game where like it rewards you for actually exploring everywhere.
Yeah, I really love games that do that. What else have you been up
I
to besides Hollow Knight?
well, I've been on so there was Hollow Knight, obviously. Then I went on a binge watching movies. Then Kamen Rider Gav finished. It ended like the last episode came out and Lindy cried. It got her crying with what happened to one of the characters. Yeah, totally got you crying. You, oh, you said, okay. I also cried. I too cried, and then we started Kamen Rider Zets the next week when it came out and was like simulcast. So I got excited about that. I've been finishing my edits for my YouTube channel, so I put up all my Kamen Rider reaction videos, which is now like everything from the whole of Kamen Rider Wizard has now got a reaction video. Although the last video, well, technically all of it, the entire season is up. The last like epilogue movie is only going to go up next week, but I still have to film that, so that's going to be a Saturday
Mm-hmm.
of just watching a movie again. So that'll be fun. What about you, Chris? What have you been playing?
Let's see. Let me look at my video producer. Let's see. I played Call of Duty World War II. I think I maybe talked about that last podcast. But
You
after
played
that,
a Call of Duty game. You played a Call of Duty game, man. What the
yeah,
fuck's wrong with you? What is this? What is this? 2010? You're sitting in a lobby calling people slurs?
it was free on Game Pass. So I was like, I never really played Call of Duty World War II, and a lot of people said that that's like one of the worst ones. Like game wise, and I played just the campaign obviously because I don't really give a fuck about the multiplayer, and
Eh.
I had a really good time with the campaign. It takes place during World War II, so at like the beginning of Normandy, uh, ending I think in Paris. In Paris, I'm not well versed on like World War II history, but it starts in Normandy and then I think it ends in Paris during the German
Well,
occupation.
Normandy would be the landings when the Allies actually like returned to Europe and started taking back mainland Europe from the Nazis.
Yeah.
The Nazis, the fucking dudes with the swastika. and it's really fun playing that game because you get shoot Nazis in the head.
Mm-hmm.
It's very satisfying. Anyway,
It was so funny because there's multiple times in the campaign where the Nazis like put up their hands and try to surrender, and you have to like keep your gun trained on them. But I was like, no, I'll just kill you. So I just shot them in the head. There was one part in the Paris section where I get done clearing this building, and then there's two Nazis like pulling up their hands, and it's giving you the prompt to like aim your gun at them. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna spare you guys. I just shotgun them in the head. And then there's another section in the same level where you go into this alley, and there's a bunch of like Nazi soldiers up against a wall with their hands up, and some allies with their guns trained on them. And I'm like, oh, okay. I shot one of them, and I got like oh, don't shoot at the surrendering enemy because it's bad. And I'm like, oh, come on, really?
the main reason it was considered bad is because the Nazis conscripted the people they conquered.
Mm-hmm.
So you might not have been shooting actual Nazis. You might have been shooting like people from Czechoslovakia who got forced into the war. So you're just shooting random Czechs in the head, who had nothing to do with anything. They were just forced into it by the Nazis.
Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. That's crazy. Why did they
There's even like if you've ever watched like Saving Private Ryan, there's a scene in the beginning of the movie where they're doing like where they land on Normandy,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a pair of Nazis who like surrender, and then the two like Americans just shoot them in the head. But neither of them were speaking German. They're both speaking Czech, but because Americans have a thing about not wanting to learn other languages, they don't know that, and they just kill them. Like they straight up surrender, drop their guns, everything. They say, "We're not Germans. We're not Germans. We're not Nazis. We're not," and then they just get murdered.
Shit. I don't remember that in the Saving Private Ryan. Then again,
Because they don't give it. From
I
what I
had
remember,
yeah.
because they shot a lot of that from the Americans' perspective. They don't give it subtitles, so you don't hear
Okay.
it. So if you don't know that when you watch the scene, you would never catch it at all. But the thing is, that was the point. That was the point of including it like that.
There's not like closed captions of them like speaking Czech or like speaking German or something like that. There's just like nothing.
Nope. No, there's nothing. They just say it, and because the whole point of is to put you in this. The whole point of that opening scene, from what I remember of it, is it's supposed to put you in the position of those soldiers, right?
Yeah.
And because they're mostly American and British soldiers, most of them couldn't speak German or Czech, so they just would hear a different language that didn't sound like it. If it wasn't English, they just assumed it was German, and they would shoot them. You'd
That's
probably like if a Spaniard, like they'd probably get it if someone who was Spanish said something,
mm-hmm.
but like otherwise, nah, nothing. So they'd only get like they'd probably understand like Spanish or Italian. They'd hear that, but German, they just assume anything that sounds vaguely German would just say, "Ah, it's German," and just shoot them.
That
So
that
that
is
happened a lot.
yeah, that is interesting. I have never seen
That's
that
my
before.
dog. Yeah, just that's my dog. That's Chewy.
Yeah, that's AC's real dog.
Who is? I have no. Oh, he's running around with my dad's dog somewhere in the garden.
But I greatly enjoyed the campaign. From I'm remembering more about it as I talk about it, but it doesn't end. It doesn't end in
Mhm.
Paris. It ends. Your character has to find one of your comrades who got taken away and put in a camp because he was Jewish. So it ends with you liberating a camp and like seeing the aftermath of what happened in it.
Oh, so like Auschwitz or one of those the concentration camps.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then it ends in you going into the what is it, into the woods in order to like look, and then you eventually find your friend and he's like all emaciated and everything. It's really really sad. Really really sad.
That it sounds pretty sad.
But thankfully he survives, and it ends with them in like the in a hospital, like a military hospital, like getting better and stuff. So, and then the next game I did play was called Look Outside. Have you heard of Look Outside, AC?
No, is it one of those horror games?
Yeah,
What are they
it's
called? Like fuck, I can't remember what they're called, but they're almost like the Reddit story game horror games.
not exactly. Uh,
You
it's
know which ones I
a
mean, though,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, I do. Um,
Okay.
it's a RPG type game, like RPG Maker. Um, party based game, top down, where you the whole premise is basically you wake up, your character wakes up in his apartment, and you get a really strong feeling to look outside, like look outside your
Yeah.
window. But there's like your next door neighbor tells you not to look outside because it's gonna fuck you up. And then you have the choice of whether to look outside or not, or just go about the game not looking outside. You want to know what happens when you look outside?
Sure. What does happen?
So your character pulls the blinds to the side, looks outside, and then your whole body just like gets sucked outside. Eyes, like
Huh,
guts and everything.
that is kind of gross. Why would they do that to you? Why
Jester,
would they show you your cat?
the other dog, his name is Chewy. AC already
Yeah.
said that, but
Yeah. Apparently I got deafened. Woo!
you shouldn't be deafened. No, you're not.
I don't know. I don't know.
So so basically you just go around your apartment building, like fighting other enemies that have looked outside and gone like fucking crazy. Like the first enemy you fight, he has a knife and then he has a big cut on his stomach, and then he starts stabbing himself, and then he opens up the cut and there's just an eye where the wound is. It's
Oh, fun. That sounds great.
it's
I love
very
eyes and wounds.
it's very cosmic horror. It's like every
Yeah,
yeah,
that sounds like a very like body horror, very what the fuck am I looking at type horror, you know?
yeah, there's lots of body horror with like the various enemies that you fight, and it's very and if you even if you look at it or look at a picture of it or like a recording of it, you just like turn into like a monster. You turn crazy and shit. And the whole main quest is trying to do like a ritual in order to get it to go away.
Huh.
Um, yeah, and during the game you meet different like party members and stuff. Um, but when I initially played the game, I missed out on a lot of party members because a lot of them are random chants. So like you're in your apartment and you can pass the time by like watching TV, you're playing video games or doing like a crossword puzzle and stuff. And whenever you pass the time doing stuff like that, you have a chance of someone to come knock at your door. They can either be a merchant trying to sell you something like weapons or food or like medicine and stuff, or they could be like someone in the apartment building that can join your party. One person that joined, his name was Helen. She has like a Jason Voorhees mask and like a cleaver, but she's like really nice. And another person when I initially played was a that knocked on the door was a little kid named Sophie, and who has a slingshot and she can like play tricks on enemies and do status effects on them and stuff. Um,
Okay.
and you can do various like side quests. Like there's a lady in like the second floor named Jean, and she asks you to go get her clothes from the laundry on the first floor. But you can't really do that because it's blocked off, and you have to do like some other stuff in like a different room in order to get access to the first floor. Or you can go to this pipe, and there's this lady in a pipe that asks you to get some stationery and some pens, so she can write a letter to this guy who was really nice to her. And that whole quest line is like really fucking creepy and sad.
That sounds kind of creepy.
Yeah, I saw someone do the quest because I was like curious, because I don't know if I'm gonna finish the game or not, because I just moved on to like some other games and stuff. But
Yeah.
you can convince the guy to look into the pipe, and once he does that, the thing that's in the pipe that got you to bring the guy to the pipe goes into his eye and takes over his body, like through his eye, and goes into his brain. And there's like a close up little like pixelated thing of like the eye, the little thing, the alien thing that what she is, going through his eye into his brain just to take over his body. It's like
That's-
if it's almost like you played Dead Space 2, right?
Yeah.
So you remember the scene where you have to drill the thing into your eye? I think it was 2, or it might have been 1. But Dead Space had that
That's
really,
true. It's the beginning of Dead Space 2.
yeah, in Dead Space 2 it has that very iconic thing about you putting the laser in your eye in order to like do something about the marker that's in your brain or something. But imagine
Yeah.
that, but you just see like the little organism go into the guy's eye and it's like take over his body.
Yeah. Also, what's up, Emmy? So we're discussing some games we've been playing recently, which in Chris's case is more interesting than mine because mine are just me playing fucking Hollow Knight and being like, "Ooh, the art is very pretty. What are we gonna do? Fight? What are we gonna do next? Fight the fucking sun?" Oh God, we are fighting the sun. That's still one of my favorite clips. I'm like, it's a
Yeah.
spoiler for the game, but like, the one dude says it and he sounds like fucking what's his name? Um, who's the guy who produced the Naked Gun, the new Naked Gun movie? He did Family Guy as well.
Oh, Seth
Fuck, what's his
MacFarlane?
name? Yeah, the dude sounds exactly like Seth MacFarlane's Brian voice, and he goes, "What are we gonna do? Fight the sun?" And the way he says it,
Yeah.
almost identically to Brian, is so fucking funny. That I'm like, what the hell? That's so good.
It's so funny cuz I think
And then the sun stands up, and you're like, oh God, you are fighting the sun.
yeah, it's just so fucking crazy. And I've seen so many other people like react the same way, because it like when the knight goes on the platform, the prompt is called challenge, and he just like turns to look at the sun and like brandishes his weapon, and people were like, "Oh, we're gonna fight the sun," and then like the wings come up on the sun, and like, "Oh shit, we are." So it's like so fucking funny. uh, but yeah, look outside. Look outside is a really fun game. Maybe maybe I'll eventually finish it. I did find out that there's like a cheat mode that lets you like spawn like all the weapons and items and like companions that you want. So maybe one of these days I'll just give myself like level 20 and give myself like a bunch of experience and all a bunch of items, and I can just make a beeline straight for the just do the rest of the story and will not have
I
to worry
mean,
about anything.
I mean, you could, but it's also kind of fun doing it the old-fashioned way,
Yeah.
where you have to like fight it forwards.
Oh my God. One thing I forgot to mention. Uh, before I left off on Look Outside, I got to the sewers, and the sewers are like so huge and massive in size that I legitimately had to look up a map of the sewers because I was just gonna get so lost.
That does sound a bit insane.
Yeah, it's like twice the size of like the actual apartment map itself. So it like
That
you
that's
you start
that's
on the
insane.
third floor, and then you go to the second floor, then you go to the first floor, and then you can go to the basement. The third and the second floor are pretty easy to get to. The first floor you have to go through an apartment, go down like some stairs, and eventually sacrifice a rat baby or like an arm to a hole in the wall.
Hydrate or
Um,
dihydrate.
and then in order to get to the basement, you gotta go to the landlord who's having like a PTSD episode because one of the creatures bloated out and like some hands came out of the stomach and got into his mouth. So it's like
Oh, that's creepy.
it's messing with his mind and somehow it's also affecting the layout of his apartment room. And you're basically in like you're basically on Normandy and you have to fight all these soldiers that have guns and like grenades and stuff and like bouncing betties and stuff.
Oh, that sounds lovely. I love dealing with fucking bouncing betties that try and take my face off
Yeah,
or
it
head
is. It
or the
is.
rest.
It's a really, really amazing game. I think it was published or developed by people at Devolver Digital. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it is probably one of like the
Sounds
probably one of my favorite RPG Maker games that I've been playing so far. Undertale obviously being like the top and Deltarune. But that's like a close second. Um, and
I have never touched either Undertale or Deltarune ever. They just
I
don't appeal to me at all.
I think you'd like it, or at least Deltarune, because Deltarune is I think a lot more faster paced than Undertale.
It's not the it see the thing that I find doesn't like draw me. It's mostly that like I've watched like little bits of gameplay of both games,
Mhm.
and like I saw you playing a bit of Deltarune and some of the like fan games for Undertale, and I was watching. And I'm like, this seems just like more of a character study game than like a game. It's just it so and it just did not intrigue me in terms of like the way it plays.
Yeah, I can
And
understand. I can
that's
get.
just like a personal thing. I'm not like going anyone who likes this is bad. I'm just like for me, it ain't for me, man.
Yeah, I can
If
get
you
that.
like it, good for
The
you. For
it's
me,
it
yeah, no.
the gameplay is a little bit in between the sections. I would say it takes a little bit in Deltarune, like chapter one, in order to, like for the actual gameplay to get started. But with Undertale, it's like straight off the bat.
Yeah.
Are you just not a fan of like bullet hell games or?
Let me put it like this: the first bullet hell game I ever played was fucking Toho, which is
Oh
where the
yeah,
fucking name came from.
yeah.
Why like why that title was created, and it's brutal. So the bullet hell games are brutal. Fun fact to that. Give me a sec.
All right, let me just go to put pausing on the recording.
Okay, so fun fact. I've been informed of a fun fact that apparently the fighting mechanics in Undertale and Deltarune are inspired directly by Toho,
Yeah.
which makes sense. But like, I played Toho and I was like, "Fuck that shit."
Is there like a
But also, like,
Toho? Is there a Toho game that you'd recommend for someone who's never played them before to like get into it?
um,
Are they still making those
the
games?
first one, yeah, no, Zune still makes them. It's one guy making these games. He's still been making them. He pumps them out all the time.
What's the name of the? Oh, this is called Toho. Okay.
Yeah, it's just Toho or Toho Project.
Hmm.
If it's made by a guy called Zun, then it's an official game. But also, he's so weird with how he. Or
Oh
Team
yeah.
Shanghai Alice.
I'm looking at one called Toho Luna Nights.
You
Kind of
could take a look at it
it kind of reminds me of Castlevania Symphony of the Night a little bit. At
in
least this
terms of just
one.
what it looks like or gameplay.
Gameplay?
Because he did gameplay, then it's one of the newer ones where he's like branched out from just bullet hell.
Oh, this one was in 2019. Let me look up the
Yeah, you
other
see.
ones.
If you go back, I can't remember the names of most of them, but Lindy. When I met Lindy, this is the fucking lore she would talk about the most was the Toho lore, because there's a lot of more lore than you'd think for a game that's just please dodge bullet. Let's just dodge bullet.
Let's see.
In fact, dodge 200,000 bullets, all coming from every possible angle. Ugh. The other game I've been playing is because of Lindy as well. Because
Oh, okay. This one looks more like it. Fossilized Wonder.
Fossilized,
Toho
I've never heard of it. That's probably new.
Kinjo Kyo. It kind of looks like I don't know if you ever played
Tokyo
that old
Kyunjokyo.
I don't know if you ever played that old arcade game. What was it? 1984 or something like that?
19. You mean like? Probably not. I've never fucking heard of it. I've heard of a book called 1985, 1984.
It was the game I'm talking about is like top down, you control a plane and you have to fly around like shooting at other enemies while
Yeah,
dodging.
I've played a game like that. I've played a few different games like that. I've also played Toho itself. If it looks like that, then yeah, then it's the right game.
What were you talking about before? Well, I gotta look this up. The game I'm talking about.
It depends on what you mean. But what do you mean? What do I mean?
You were talking about how when you met I was gonna say AC, but no, when you met Lindy.
When I met myself, I used to talk about this game all the time. No, she used to talk about Toho and all the lore for Toho. Like when I met her. Also, your auto subs misspelled. Linda, your name's misspelled by the auto subtitles. It's so funny. No one can spell my name right, regardless. Everyone spells it wrong to the point of my student card had my name spelt wrong, which is fucking hilarious.
Strikers 1945. Let me see. 1945. Yeah, this is it. Strikers 1945. Hold on, let me send you a.
Strikers 1945. Okay. I think I know what game you're talking about now.
Yeah, it's. I wonder if that came out. Wait, hold on. When did this come out? Strikers 1945. 1995. Okay. I wonder when did the first Toho game come out?
The first Toho game came out, I think it was like 1998 or something.
Toho Project? Is like the
It was
same thing?
1994. Toho Project, yeah.
1997 looks like.
The first game was 1997.
That's what it says on
As
the
old as
release
I am.
timeline.
As old as you are, Chris.
Fossilized Wonders. Oh, that's the latest one in 2025. Crazy.
Yeah. There's a lot of these fucking games, man. They just keep appearing. You're like, what the fuck? It's another game that's just like, please die for me. Here you go. Eat bullets to the face. Like
Also, it's
billion.
Toho Project, aka Eastern Project. Zune also created a spin-off called Saiho Project, Western Project, involving a robot maid, and she meets Remu and Marissa before going home.
So Remu and Marissa, they're like the main characters of Toho Project.
I think the only like character that I somewhat know about is she has a blue dress and she has like ice wings.
You're talking about the stupid fucking fairy.
I think
and you've probably seen it because of the memes.
I think her name is like
So
Cistern or something. I forgot. I forgot the name off the top of my head. You probably know more. And I think AC might have disconnected.
No, I'm still here.
Okay.
No, what do you mean disconnected?
Sometimes I don't hear back from you immediately, and I'm just like, oh shit, Discord is fucking up.
No, Chris is like, AC didn't respond in a millisecond. Oh no, what happened to AC? He's gone. There wasn't a millisecond response. What's going on? That's Chris, all the time.
I'm so because
it didn't get a response in 2 milliseconds.
It happens so often with Discord. I'm like, oh, here we go again. I gotta fucking pause the recording and basically have to fucking restart Discord and everything. But something that we did together actually was we watched the new Naked Gun movie.
Oh yeah, that was absolutely hilarious. Idiotic, dumb, and hilarious. The other thing I've been doing recently is reading a few manga I've become slightly obsessed with. The one being one of the funniest things I've ever read in terms of just like vibes. Being what's it called? Let me double check the name. It's called Sentai Red Isekai de Bokensha ni Naru. Or in English, it's the Red Ranger gets isekai'd.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that's a really good
Bro,
one.
fucking, it's so funny. It like starts out just fucking hilarious.
Hmm.
The manga becomes one of the most compelling romance mangas I've ever read in my life, and I'm like, why the fuck is this so romantic? What the fuck? I don't expect romance from my stupid Sentai knockoff nonsense.
I think
And there's three romance subplots.
the last episode that I remember watching of that one is the one after the one where the Red Ranger and the witch lady bang, and then the next day like the princess lady, she's like, oh, you guys fuck, what was, you guys did this and
No,
this.
no, she basically just outright says, "You guys just fucked." But the way they censor it is so fucking funny
It's like
that you're
bond
like,
joined or something like that, right?
yeah,
It's just
but
so fucking funny.
it's like it's like a censor sound when it happens. It's not, she doesn't say bond joined. It literally has a sound effect that goes bond joined,
Yeah, yeah.
bond joined, and it's so funny. And you're like, oh, they definitely fucking banged the whole night. That was what they were doing all fucking night.
That was
There is no chance we're doing anything else. It's so funny.
my other favorite part is when they're in the cave fighting the first boss that has like the crystal in them, and the
Yeah.
Red Ranger basically summons like the final weapon that the Power Rangers always summon to fight to finish off the enemy, and afterwards they just like do the pose, and they're like, why are we posing? I don't understand how, I don't remember like doing this pose. It's so
Oh
fucking
my god,
funny.
it's so fun. But I also love, yeah, I love the fact that Toho lives on the idea of fighting equals friendship, and it's just like let's beat up an antagonist. Ah, now we're all friends, and then best friend because we've been fighting the most. Why is this anime, man? It's so stupid.
That's
But
like,
also the same fucking logic applies to this Red Ranger Isekai thing, dude. He fights the fucking did you get to the bit with the fucking Kamen Rider character?
oh right,
Where it's just a
the
Kamen Rider,
late,
it's like a
no, that's the
she's
part I
like an
left off
elf
on.
lady.
Actually, that's the part I left off on. She has like an Egyptian like suit or something,
An
right?
Egyptian yeah, it's an Egyptian themed like Kamen Rider, and you're like, what the fuck? And then the like enemy they fight there is like her friend, I don't know if it was her friend or a boyfriend, but in the manga they have a fucking, they are definitely fucking hard every night. And you, because they do a thing where they do combined powers, and her like friend becomes her secondary rider type character, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? This is so weird. And like he
Uh,
gets this weird pharaoh look, and they do an attack with giant coffins. Oh, it's so dumb.
when the Red Ranger anime got released, I saw a lot of people comparing it to Go Go Loser Ranger or something like that. I think that was the
Yeah,
name of
Go-Go
it.
Loser Ranger is, yeah, that's the other one. They
And
would, but the tones are completely different.
from what I remember, people said that the Isekai Ranger was so much better because it felt like it was made by someone who really loved the old like Sentai things, just with all like the same like tropes that they did, as instead of the Loser Ranger was basically just the boys but with Power Rangers.
So the weird thing is, So Loser Ranger is like the dark story
Mm-hmm.
where because Go-Go Loser Ranger is about like if the bad guys were now like being weirdly oppressed all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the like main character of Go-Go Loser Ranger is one of the like he's like a putty. If you ever watched the
Yeah, yeah,
original
yeah.
Power Ranger, he is just a putty. That's all he is. But like he gains like some of the powers of the Rangers and starts outthinking people because he can heal better than them. It's a very it's dark because it's like there's this whole weird story with the Red Ranger being like obsessed with fame and stuff. It's very strange. It's very good, but it's different good. It's good in a different way to um the Red Ranger Isekai because the Red Ranger Isekai is more like um an anime version of like a Sentai show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where he accidentally builds a team around himself, which just consists of like random people he's bonded to, and they all become like they're not necessarily other rangers because they don't gain like morphers or whatever the fuck they call them in this. So they can't transform into the armor and like gain it, but they all fill the same role. Actually, no, wait. In the manga, the witch gets an armor upgrade. He's like his witch fucking part. I'm gonna call her his girlfriend
Girlfriend, yeah.
because at this point they are a thing, dude. There's a whole arc where I don't. Do you mind if I spoil it a bit
Yeah, go
in the
ahead.
manga? So there's a whole arc in the manga where they meet a future version of him where they failed the future mission and she died. She got fucking killed. And
Oh
this guy,
no.
it's an alternate future weird thing. It's not even close to what like happens in this reality. But his was like the bad ending future, right? So she dies, and he like became like Jason Todd Red Hood and started just straight up fucking killing people and wasn't trying to bond with people anymore. He was just like, fuck it, I'm just committing murder.
I kind of got that when the Red Ranger was fighting that Jester in one of the other episodes, and he like completely like turned like into like the Black Ranger.
Yeah.
But yeah, the fact that he just like goes like totally evil.
The weird thing is it's not even like an evil form.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like it's more like a berserk form. So he doesn't go evil. It's like a berserk form where he can't tell um good and evil. He can't tell friend from enemy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he's not evil. He just becomes like a wild beast who's lashing out at everything. The idea is it's like a PTSD form because a lot of the theming for his like ranger team was around like bonds and healing connections between people.
Yeah.
And which means that when a ranger gets like a dark version of themselves, it's entirely like based around like PTSD or fear of being alone. And his thing is fear of abandonment or losing people he loved because his parents got murdered when no, they were in a car accident when he was a kid. So they died when he was a kid and he lost them. And then he like bonded with this whole other family, and then a lot of nonsense happened there. Also, your
Mm.
fairy from Toho was
Cerno.
Chrono, who is yeah,
Oh yeah.
and she's smart for a fairy, but fairies are really, really, really fucking stupid.
Fairies in the
Like
game are game lore very weak and stupid. Cerno's considered pretty strong and smart for fairies. He's the only fairy they can read, for example. But he's still a fairy, so he's not as strong and smart as other yokai. And as he's incredibly overconfident, so he thinks he's much stronger and smarter than she actually is. It's funny.
it's a very funny character. She just irritates people more than like threatens anyone. She's just dumb.
That's funny.
And God, it's funny to see. There's like a whole song thing that's just like shitting on her. It's
Is
so funny.
is there a Toho anime?
There is a Toho fan anime.
Not like anything official though, right?
Yeah, but it is like made to the quality of like actual anime.
That's
It's
good.
absurdly good.
It's crazy
Just don't have
that
voice acting from what I remember.
it's crazy that the Toho has been around for so long and it's so popular, but it never really got an anime, like an official
I
one.
think there was a reason for it, but I can't remember what the reason was. There was like an actual reason.
Also, off topic, apparently they're gonna remake Yakuza 3 into Yakuza Kiwami 3.
I'll replay it if they do that, and then I'll give it an honest appraisal if it's any better than the other one.
I honestly I can't wait because Kiwami or Yakuza 3 was probably one of my favorite ones, even though the combat was like really crazy. But like story-wise, it's the one that had the most impact on Kiryu and still gets referenced in like the latest games. It's just so
Mm.
fucking funny.
I still haven't played the newest games because I just don't got them.
Well,
Like they're not on Game Pass anymore.
apparently it's not like official, it's more like a leak. I think someone went to the RGG website and they had like a thing for Kiwami 3. I think that's why, which is pretty funny.
Ah,
Uh man. Uh some more games that I played. I played a some horror psychological game called Sharks and Minnows. Do you know anything about that game? You ever heard of it?
I not.
So the premise of the
It sounds
game,
vaguely familiar, but
the premise of the game is there's a hammerhead shark in the pool, and you have to jump in the pool and go from one side to the other while not getting eaten by the shark. And each time you basically do the run around and go back to the pool, something gets changed. So the pool gets deeper, uh, eels get added to the pool, anglers get added to the pool, seaweed gets added to the pool. You can hide from the shark. Um, and then there's like some other like scary stuff with like stingrays and like a in the locker room that gets flooded. Uh, but I don't know if you know this, but I have like really bad thalassophobia.
not. Chris, I've played all them what are those games called where you land on a water planet again and then you have to like
Subnautica.
build a base. Yes, I've played that. I don't have it.
So if you guys don't know what thalassophobia is, it's an intense and persistent fear of large bodies of water such as the ocean, seas, and lakes, often stemming from the unknown vastness of the depths rather than the fear of water itself. So there are certain points in the game where you jump in there's like one specific part in the pool where it's like completely clear, it's completely normal, and it's near the end of the game, and it's like as soon as I saw it I was like, okay, I don't trust that, something's gonna happen. And you jump in the water, you swim for a little bit, and all of a sudden you can barely see in front of your face. It's all like completely dark. You can't see where the shark is. You don't know how far you are from the other side. And I'm just like fucking freaking out. I pause the game. I'm like, oh no, I can't do this. I can't do this. And I'm like almost like I'm fucking whining and almost gonna cry because it's so fucking scary.
Well,
And
it's not even that scary. I'm like, it's just a lot of green. Everything. I saw one of your clips on TikTok where you like fell into the thing, and you like freaked out. And I watched it. My dude, you just fell into some green. It's not that scary. Everything just went green. I don't know what the problem is.
that
It's
specific
just
part,
green.
the one that you're referring to, is you have to jump into the water and basically just swim to the top in order to get to the other side to mantle up. But I didn't know that, and I kept on sinking, and I'm like, oh fuck, I can't see the bottom. I don't know what's down there. Oh.
I
And at the
just assumed the green you were stuck with was the bottom. I'm like, that is the bottom. Just fucking stand up,
No,
you dumbass.
it goes like it's like almost endless, but at the bottom there's like an anglerfish that kills you. I didn't know if I was doing that whole section wrong. So I had to look up someone Queso who played that the same game and how he got past it. He just jumped over it and just mantled over and I was like, "Oh my god, I feel like so fucking stupid."
You gave yourself a heart attack for no reason.
Yeah. And then the final thing you have to swim past is the fucking megalodon. Um and what you have to do is you just swim, you keep swimming. There's like eels that are in the way, and apparently the megalodon is like afraid of light. The eels give off because electric eels and shit. And during the whole part where you're swimming, you can't see anything. It's like complete dark in the ocean, and you just have to follow the light that's in front of you. And while you're swimming, it roars and makes like creepy fucking monster noises. And eventually I did it like first try. Thankfully I didn't get like the jump scare of like the shark eating me, but I really hate those
Eventually, he got it
games.
like first try. Eventually, he got it like first try, which means he didn't get it first try. He got it 8th try or 30th
No,
try.
I did get it first try, but it's just like after like 5-10 minutes of swimming and having like my heart in my throat and like being like scared like a little bitch. You know. Oh, I don't want to play that game anymore, man. It's so freaking
Why are you so
freaky.
scared? It's just water. It's just water. It's not that bad. And it's an anglerfish is just a really ugly fish.
Yeah, it's just water, AC.
It is just water. Okay, look. I played I can show you that I've played. I'll show you me playing Subnautica. I'll go underwater. I'll go into the deepest depths and then
No,
see
no,
let you see a leviathan come
no,
at us.
no.
Isn't that scary?
I would never play Subnautica unless someone paid me to, or we were doing something for like content for the channel.
Hmm.
Does Subnautica have a multiplayer? Could have sworn that it
It
does.
might.
Okay, then I'm just staying at the base and just building the base up while you go and get like the materials and stuff. Never leaving the base. I'm never going in the water. I think I have played Subnautica like a little bit on console, and up until the part where you have to go to the ship in order to get onto it before it like sinks. I didn't have that hard of a time because I could see the bottom of the ocean. I could see like the seabed and like all like the what is it, the seaweed going up and all like the it was like really nice and peaceful and friendly, but as soon as I got like to the depths and I couldn't see the bottom and it was all like dark and like scary and I was like, oh, okay, no, I'm not playing this anymore. Oh.
Yeah, it's fair.
I also played a game called Styx Master of Shadows. Um, it's
I know it.
basically
I haven't played it, but I know it.
it's basically a stealth game where you play as a goblin. You have to sneak around in order to get like Idrisil. You got to get the World Tree's heart for some reason. Um,
Yggdrasil.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay. I was expecting it to be a lot more funnier because I remember seeing someone play it and then they die and they'd get these funny game over cutscenes. But I'm pretty sure that's not in the first one and that's in the second one. Um, but it was cool. I don't know if I'll ever play it again though. Uh, then I also played Hyper Light Drifter. I don't know if you've ever played that game before. Uh, but it's a indie I wouldn't call it roguelike, but you dash around, you have a gun you can shoot at the enemies, you have a sword that you use to fight with. Um, so it's kind of roguelike-ish, but not really with how fast the gameplay is. I think I did like two, maybe 2.5 hours, and I have like no idea what the fucking story is because there's like no dialogue, uh, from like any of the characters, and there's only like the text, like basically tutorial text telling you, oh, your gun is fully charged. You can use it to shoot enemies, or press A to dash, or press X to like slash with the enemies, or like left bumper to heal, stuff like that. Um,
Yeah.
it's very futuristic. For some reason, the character, which I'm guessing is the Drifter, keeps coughing up blood now and then, and uh, gets killed by the shadow entity. Uh, in the beginning, there's a cutscene where the Drifter like coughs up blood in like the water, and like it accumulates in the water and like creates like a ooze monster or something. And then like some titans come out of the ground and like they start decaying. Then like some things come out of the ground. There's like an elevator. There's fucking Anubis dog that you follow into it. I'm like, okay, I have like, it's like the type of game that you'd have to watch a fucking video essay on, because it's really hard to understand the story when there's like no dialogue or anything. Uh, yeah. Then I
The
played.
the other
Oh, go ahead.
yeah. No. You were going. I'll do my next thing in a second.
And then I played Lisa the Painful. I don't know if you've heard of
Yeah, I've
that
never
one.
heard of that.
But it's like a
I have no idea what
very it's
that
a
is.
very like well-known turn-based RPG maker game that's really like Earthbound in like the comedy and like the combat. Uh, you play as a guy named Brad. Uh, it's like the
Brad.
post-apocalypse.
Guys, our name is fucking Brad in this game. Jesus, that's a terrible fucking name.
It's like the post-apocalypse,
Dude, who's gonna
and
survive the post-apocalypse? Oh yeah, it's gonna be fucking Brad.
you find like a baby in like the middle of nowhere. You take it home, and it turns out it's a girl, and that means there was a woman that gave birth to that girl, which means humanity can be saved. And of course, it's a post-apocalyptic game where it's like subject matter is very adult, so you can probably already guess where that's gonna what that's gonna happen. Um, uh Brad raises the girl until she's like a young child, like probably like middle school age. He makes a mask for her so no one finds out that she's a girl. Uh she's like doesn't like staying home all the time. She wants to like go out and explore, but the fact that there are bandits that would uh really like a girl, you know what I'm getting at. Uh
Yeah.
Means that she can't really go out. Otherwise, eventually she gets kidnapped. All your friends that helped raise her get killed, and you basically have to go find her. And along the way, you find these people that join your party. There's a guy named Terry Hintz. He's pretty useless as a party member, but he can heal you really shittily, and he left like hints all over the world. There's a guy named
I
Nestor.
noticed you really hate this guy.
With the Terry Hintz guy?
Yeah.
I mean, I there's a point in the game in the very beginning where you can choose to sacrifice him, or you can choose to have all the items that you collected thus far be taken from you. And I was like, oh, I'll go ahead and save him. But as soon as I got some other party members, I completely like switched them out.
Fair enough.
You find this guy named Nestor, whose character trait is whenever he refers to his late wife, he always has to say "God rest her soul" in the same sentence. So like, he tells you a story about how much he doesn't find his wife, God rest her soul, attractive, and his neighbor has like a really hot wife. And then
God.
he and then he talks about how him and his wife, God rest her soul, got invited to like a party, and his wife, God rest her soul, made a potato salad, and the neighbor and his hot wife made fruit salad with whipped cream, and he goes on about how he gave his wife, God rest her soul, a verbal beatdown because she made potato salad and no one likes potato salad. And then
I mean,
eventually, and then he joins your party, and he has like a revolver that he uses to shoot people. And he's like apparently he's like really good with keeping your party member buffed up and like status ailments on the enemies. It's really funny.
huh.
I've not really played too much of it, but I'm really eager to play some more of it when I eventually do finish it or when I get around to it. Uh, but when it comes to like the games I'm playing today, I'm gonna be playing some new Tales from the Borderlands, the sequel to Tales from the Borderlands. A really good game made by Telltale a while back, before they basically closed down. But this one is made
Yeah.
by the same people that made the original game, so it's gonna be like full of humor, full of like that Borderlands charm, and I can't wait to play it.
So you're not playing Borderlands 4?
I mean, unless it comes out on Game Pass.
Oh, you're not buying it. Fair enough. I've only got Borderlands 3, and I'm like, I still haven't finished that game. I like played it a little bit, and then just like stopped.
So what really got me from not playing Borderlands 4 was the fact that there wasn't a Vault Hunter that I really liked. So with Borderlands 1, I really like Mordecai. Borderlands 2, I really like Zero, and then Axton, and then Krieg. And then for 3, I really like Flak. And then 4, they're all just like regular ass people. The only one that I could kind of see uh playing is the guy in the mech suit.
I will say this though, I haven't seen anything about Borderlands 4 yet. I haven't seen who the Vault Hunters are. I haven't seen shit. I've just been ignoring it. Not even avoiding it. I just haven't seen anything about it, and as a result, I just didn't care. I was like, okay, Borderlands 3. I haven't like
Here,
played much of Borderlands 3 anyway, so I was like, huh?
hold on. I'll send you an image of the Vault Hunters. Why is it a megabyte to send it? What the fuck? Hold on. Copy. Send. Okay, maybe if I download it instead of just copying it. Let me try that. Let me see. There.
Anyway, while you're doing that, I'm gonna talk some nerdy shit that I've been.
There, I sent it.
They look fine, I guess.
They just look so basic. They just like regular ass people. Obviously one's a siren because there's always a siren, but like there's no fucking freaks. There's no like Mordecai or
Ro-
like or
There's no
Zero.
Robert. What do you mean Mordecai's the freak? Brick's the freak. Mordecai's fucking normal, dude.
I don't know.
Brick was
Out of
Brick was the freak from the first game.
when I look at the Borderlands 1 cast of like the Vault Hunters, the one that stands out to me is the one the is Mordecai.
Brick always stands out to me. I'm like, he's the funniest dude. Although, you know what's funny? I got to see a pre-screening of the Borderlands movie,
Yeah.
and oh my god, it's such a bad fucking movie, dude. Holy shit! Especially if you love Borderlands and you go see this movie, you're like, oh my god, they fucked everything about this movie. They got Lilith wrong. They got Roland wrong. They left out Brick and Mordecai. They just didn't use them for some reason.
It'd be really fucking funny we if we watched the movie and we like did our reactions, but we were like a little bit drunk just to make it more bearable.
I mean, we could do that. Do a drunk.
A drunk watch of the fucking Borderlands movie. That'd be fun. That'd be really fucking funny. I can imagine you just like getting to the parts you really hate. You're just like fucking yelling like a madman. I still find it so funny that you got invited to a pre-screening of that movie. You just turned out you fucking hated it so much.
I mean, I love Borderlands. So I'm like, Borderlands is great. I watched the movie. This Borderlands movie is dog shit.
Hmm. It's like me getting invited to go see a Godzilla movie, and I'm like, God, this movie fucking sucks. And then they're
Why would
expect
you?
then
Don't you?
what?
No, no, no. Finish what you're saying.
It's like expecting me to make like a review on it, and me just like struggling to find some good things to say about it.
My dude, I put a review up on my YouTube, right?
Hmm.
Do you know how hard it was to fucking get anything positive from it? I was like, the action scenes were kind of fun, and um, yeah, that's about it. And then I think I proceeded to crash out over the stupid fucking dog shit they put in that movie. Like Roland not really being Roland. He tries too hard to be funny, and like he's supposed to be like the straight man, you know, the dude who's just like takes it seriously, and everyone around him is batshit insane, and he's just like, okay, fuck it, whatever, I'm going with these assholes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they didn't do that for some reason. I'm like, oh my god, why did they not? It just left me going. As a side note, I've been listening to some I've been listening to some audiobooks recently that I have to like talk about because they tie back to my biggest hyperfixation of all time being Star Wars, right? I've been listening to the original Legends audiobooks for basically the era of this of where the sequels take place, but it's the Legends timeline of basically the same time period after the fall of the Empire and like the rise of the next generation. So like Han and Leia's children, and Luke's son, and the current thing I'm reading is about how Han and Leia just can't catch a fucking break with their kids, right?
Yeah.
So in Legends, they had three children in Legends, right? They had Jaina and Jason, so they're the twins,
Hmm.
and then they had Anakin, who was their like youngest son, and it was a fucking what's her name? Leia's. It was Leia's attempt to like move past her resentment towards her father, right? So she named her son after her father in an attempt to move past her resentment and her like hatred towards the man who'd like tortured her and been there when her home planet was destroyed and had done all these other terrible things. So she tried to reclaim the name and she named her son, and he grew up to be a great Jedi hero, right?
Hmm.
And then he died. He was the first of her children to die. He died in a war against the Yuzong Vong, and he got gassed to death.
Oh.
And so in Legends, Anakin Solo gets gassed to death at age 19. His siblings keep living. They make it through the war and they win the war, right? That's then like 10 years later. So this war with the Yuzong Vong lasted like 3 years. Ben Solo was born during this time. Ben Skywalker. So Luke's son Ben. There is a Ben Solo. Okay, shut the fuck up.
Uh-huh.
Ben Skywalker was born during this time, and he was born at like the beginning of the war, and then he like encountered Abeloth, who's like, how do I put this? Abeloth is Star Wars' version of an elder god from Lovecraft, and with good fucking reason. But that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Anyway, so he cut himself off from the Force. Had a whole story arc where he then like Jason started teaching him to reconnect with the Force, and then took him on as his apprentice. And the first book in this current series I read had Jason and Ben going on this great adventure, and then they meet an old Sith enemy of Luke's who fucking hates Luke, and she convinces Ben to kill his Jedi friend.
Oh.
Sorry, not Ben, Jason. And the end of the first fucking book is Jason cutting his friend's leg off, then impaling her through the heart. And like maintaining eye contact the entire time she's dying. And then going up to Ben and being like, yeah, no, so this like random Sith guy killed her. And I'm sorry. And you're like, what the fuck? You brutally fucking murdered your friend. And decided, yeah, no, this is the best timeline because it means Luke will survive. And I'm like, oh my god, you fucking dumb fuck. And in the second book, the book I'm currently listening to has a scene where he has an ability called flow walking, which gives him the ability to like kind of travel through time. Like he can throw his consciousness backwards and forwards through time. He can't physically travel through time and affect it, but he can go and look through it through the Force. So he can like time travel backwards and forwards. He has to be in the place for the thing. So like he can't be on a different planet and then go watch Anakin kill younglings or whatever. And I bring that for a reason because he goes to the Jedi Temple and flow walks to the night of Order 66 and watches his grandfather murder children.
That's
keep in mind,
crazy.
It's worse because keep in mind he's been talking to a Sith Lord who's already like semi-tempted him to the dark side, and like convinced him. Like her method of convincing him to join the dark side is being like, "Oh no, you can control it. You're wise enough to control it." Clearly flattering him to be like, "You can control the dark side. You won't use it for evil." This dumb motherfucker is like, "Yeah, no, I won't use it for evil."
Then immediately uses it for evil.
Immediately uses it to kill his friend, and then like and then goes and watches his grandfather because he's like, he's still kind of fighting this, but he had already killed his own Jedi fucking friend, and he uses this vision of his grandfather to figure out what Anakin was thinking when he was doing the March of the Temple, and he feels that Anakin was doing it for desperation and love. And he's like, yeah, no, I won't have that problem, he says with his own secret wife and daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And like the rest of the book so far, I haven't finished the book yet, but so far it's literally got him going, oh, I'm so afraid my wife and daughter will find out I fell to the dark side, but I must do it for the good of the galaxy. And I'm like, this is you are doing the Anakin just slowly. You're doing the same thing as your grandfather, you're just doing it slower. He committed immediately. Anakin committed immediately, did the whole thing fast. You are like doing exactly the same steps. You're just being like, no, I can control it. I can control it. I'm good. I'm more powerful. I'm wiser. I'm older. Keeping in mind, Jason was older than Anakin when he fell. Anakin was like 23, and Jason is like 31 or something.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like an older Jedi. He was like the same age as Obi-Wan, give or take, in Attack of the Clones. So he's like an older Jedi master. He's good at his shit. But he's got these doubts, and a lot of the doubts started coming in when his brother died. He started getting a bit more vicious with things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he survived a lot of stuff, but he did get a lot more vicious. He also got captured by the Yuzong Vong and tortured for like 6 months or something. So he's also a little bit fucked up from that shit. But he's also like constantly convincing himself of shit where you're like, yeah, no, this is not gonna go well. This is a terrible fucking idea. Why are you doing this?
Mm.
And it keeps pushing these ideas of like, he thinks he's better than his grandfather and he's gonna do it better. And because I've also read the books that happen like 3 years after this like story arc, I know what happens to Jason. I know he gets into a fight with his twin sister and she kills him. Like, after he's done a lot of fucked up shit already. So, like, to stop him, his twin sister has to kill him. See what I mean about Han and Leia's children can't catch a break, like, regardless of fucking timelines?
I just want to see something where they're just happy. Nothing bad ever happens to them.
It's weird because Han and Leia start getting happily ever after Jason dies, because they're kind of in a decent place in the like more future timeline. Luke's in a weird place because he's like paranoid about a bunch of shit, and the Galactic Alliance is becoming a weird place, and it's all being weird. But like, it's not their fault. It's more like it's getting to a point where Han and Leia are like, none of this shit is our problem anymore. We're too old to deal with this crap, which is still very funny.
Yeah. Uh. So what do you plan on streaming this coming week?
So I'm probably gonna stream some Hollow Knight tomorrow, unless Saber wants to stream something. Then I'll probably do like we'll probably do like Lego Lord of the Rings, or like more skate, or more like Tony Hawk Pro Skater nonsense, or like Tekken or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Just like fun dumb shit, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna be streaming Repo with a bunch of people on Sunday, with like a full crew of people on Sunday, doing like a speed run type deal. So that's gonna be ridiculous. And then more Hollow Knight, just Hollow Knight, Hollow Knight, Hollow Knight. So much Hollow Knight.
And then you're gonna be playing Silk Song, I'm guessing.
Yeah, when I finish Hollow Knight eventually.
For me, like I said before, I'm gonna be playing New Tales from the Borderlands. That has 5 episodes. I don't know how long each are. But once I'm done with that, I'm gonna be doing some Lisa, finishing that up. I eventually want to play some more RPG Maker games that I've heard a lot of good things about. So like, there's one called Yumi Nikki. Yumi Nikki.
Oh.
There's a mod for Deltarune called Delta Ruined.
Of course there is.
Delta Ruined, and
There's always an
it's
edgy
supposed to be
version.
really really funny. And then eventually I do want to play through Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta.
Is that on Game Pass? Because I might play that as well.
I don't think
Like just
so.
to break up. Because there's some games that I might play on Game Pass that are like are different, just to break up the like monotony of playing the same game over and over again, like
Yeah.
just getting some variety in the types of games. So I might actually, once I finish Hollow Knight, not go directly to Silk Song, but instead, so finish Hollow Knight and then go play there's Metal Gear Solid Revengeance. There's a high chance of me just playing Revengeance because I have it on Steam. I've had it on Steam for like a year
Oh,
and I haven't played it yet.
the one with Raiden? Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. So I might play that. I'll probably actually, it's highly likely I'll play that because I've been wanting to play it for ages, and I'm like, that seems like a good game to play. So I might just go play Metal Gear Revengeance. I might also go play. Fuck, what else is it? So there's a chance of Dead Island Riptide, which I'll play with, but I'll probably play with like Saber or something. I need to finish Assassin's Creed Unity, but I've been fucking lazy. And then wait, let me check Game Pass. Let me see what's actually on Game Pass, because like, why not?
Have you
Because I've got a
played
lot of games I want to like play.
have
Have I played?
you played Gears of War before?
I have. I finished the first 2 games back when I was in high school.
I've never played any of the games.
They get weirdly hard. Like they're some of the first like cover shooter games that came out back in the day. But they get like really hard. Oh no. No, I don't want that. Okay, let's see. Silk Song's obviously on Game Pass. So you should play that, Chris.
Let's see.
So yeah, Silk Song's on Game Pass, but like I'm likely to play. Yeah, I might play Aliens Firestorm Elite, which apparently you've been playing.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Which you forgot existed, so it's fine. I could play any of the newer Assassin's Creed games, like Assassin's Creed Mirage, Valhalla, Odyssey, Origins. I'm tempted for Origins. But that's the only one I'm actually kind of tempted to play. The rest, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. What else is there? There's a bunch of shit I can play here.
There's Is
Yeah,
Deep Rock Galact? Oh yeah, it is. Deep Rock Galactic's on Game Pass.
there's a chance. I might also just play the Crisis series, so play through Crisis 1, 2, and 3, because why not? That's on Game Pass, so I might as well. Then there's I could also play all the Diablo almost all the Diablo games. I don't have Diablo 2 for some reason, but they have the other three. I might play Dishonored. Dishonored would actually be kind of cool to play through. Then there's Doom Dark Ages, which I've been meaning to play, and Doom Eternal, but I'm just lazy. Uh,
Yeah, Eternal is really
Dragon Ball
good.
Xenoverse. Xenoverse 2, I've got them, and I need to go back and like finish Xenoverse 2 again, or just actually finish it. And I'm also thinking, I was kind of tempted to stream racing games, but I couldn't. I don't care that much. I'm hoping they put like Skate on Game Pass because that would be really funny to play
Yeah.
because it's such a weird game. It has
Didn't
like a weird.
didn't a new one just come out?
It's in early access. It's not like out yet.
I saw
Also want to play the
people
Indiana Jones.
I saw people talking about the new Skate game. That they're able to do like Super Mario 64 like movement with it. Like they're able to like uh fucking dolphin dive, roll and maneuver
Yeah,
around
yeah.
like that. I thought that's pretty funny.
No, that is. I mean, you could. That's what it was. It was like the weirdly cursed version of the Tony Hawk games. You could do like dumbass shit just because lol funny.
Yeah.
I also want to do the remakes of Resident Evil 2 and 3 because those are on Game Pass as well. So I'm tempted to play those. I've also been playing Helldivers, but that's more like in my spare time.
Yeah.
Uh, the rest of the shit I kind of want to play. I do want to do a stream of Sunset Overdrive because that was a game I never got to finish when it came out, and I really wanted to because it was cool.
Yeah, I've heard a
It was
lot of
like a
good things
cool
about it.
game. I played it on release a bit, like not a hell of a lot, but a bit enough to be like I would probably enjoy playing this a lot.
Would you
So I might do that, and then
would you want
yeah,
to do Fallout 76 again? Because I'm thinking about what games that we could play together.
like, maybe I'd have to reinstall it because it was big and it was a lot of space. But maybe I've also got Borderlands 3, which I want to actually finish for once. I've been lazy.
I think that one's on Game Pass too.
What Borderlands 3?
Yeah.
Well, I mean I've got it on Steam, so it really doesn't matter. Like I got it on Steam, and I'm like, yeah, dude, sick.
Oh no, it got taken off of Game Pass. Okay.
I might also play We Happy Few because that always looked like an interesting game to play.
Yeah, I'm just looking through the Steam page of the multiplayer games. There's a game called Snail Simulator.
Snail.
Yeah, Snail
What the fuck?
Simulator.
That's so stupid. But there's a lot of dumb shit on here as well, like Train World Simulator.
Throne and
Uh,
Liberty.
I have no idea what that is. There are a lot of games here, actually. Hey, all the Quake games are here. Could be worth a peep.
Do
Plants vs
those
Zombies,
do
God
those
was
are
there.
those like just like strictly multiplayer games or do they have like a story? Single player.
No, the Quake games have a story. They have a single player thing. They were single player because they came out before multiplayer was a thing. They came out before split screen was like a big thing. I
Ah,
might play
okay.
Persona 4. Since Persona 4 Golden's on there, I might play that on stream as well.
Oh, yeah, that's a really good one. Let's
And
see.
and Ninja Gaiden. All the Ninja Gaiden games, holy shit. Wait, is Dead Space no longer on here? That's sad if it's not. All the Mass Effect games on here, I can just jam Mass Effect whenever I want.
Ooh, there's a game called Myco Punk. It's on sale.
Huh.
11.99. I can share
Oh
a
no,
link to you.
I need to play the remake of Dead Space.
I like the one thing I love about the remake of Dead Space is that they gave Isaac a voice. Because in the original, he just doesn't talk at all. So there's like certain points in the game where it's like he should be talking, but he just doesn't.
Sounds
That's
about right.
yeah.
Well, there's a lot of games to play that we'll eventually get to, but like currently, our entire thing is also just watching a fuck ton of like random media.
Yeah. Killing
Which
Floor
in
is
my case is
also
also
is also there too. I don't know if you've ever played any of the Killing Floor games.
I have a bit, but like I never really got into them. I think I had one of them on Steam once upon a time.
There's Enter the Gungeon, Broforce, Wizard with a Gun. I hate running backwards.
You
the
hate running backwards.
The Serious Sam games. Wow, there's a lot of Serious Sam games. And
Yeah, I played through all of them with Saber. I'm not going back, man.
Wait, hold on. Let me see. How many Serious? Okay, there's 4, 2, Tormental, BFE, Siberian Mayhem.
It's like 8.
Oh, are those just like the mainline games? Oh, some of them were DLC. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. All right. You have anything else you want to chat about before we go ahead and end it?
I mean, the only real thing we could really talk about, fact, that snowmen should not have threesomes with humans.
I thought you were gonna mention the fact that I'd sacrifice you for a tomboy or femboy, boyfriend or girlfriend.
Right? I know you'd attempt to sacrifice me for both and end up instead getting thrown off a cliff. Because there's no chance of you actually being able to do shit. Chris spends far too much time bulking and not enough time doing endurance, so I could probably walk away from him. He'd just have really, really jacked arms and then just like fall over if I ran 100 meters.
Oh, I forgot to mention, Peacemaker season 2 has been going strong. I've really been enjoying that. I've also been watching Alien Earth. I don't know if you've been watching that.
I haven't gotten into Alien Earth yet. I've been meaning to, but I just haven't quite got to it yet. And I'm like,
it's really, really good.
I really want to because it just looks excellent.
Yeah. It's like Alien Earth releases a new episode every Wednesday, and then Peacemaker releases a new episode every Thursday at like 8 or 9 p.m. my time. And I'm like, oh god, I have like two shows to watch on both of my days off. It's so nice.
It's pretty cool to be able to do that, and I'm sitting here like, you know what?
Yeah.
I have been so lazy with this shit.
I think you're gonna really love Alien Earth. There's a certain alien in it that's like become a fan favorite. And
The aliens become a fan favorite?
so the whole premise of Alien Earth is there's like multiple different aliens, not like xenomorphs, but actually other alien species that Weyland-Yutani like scooped up.
Yeah.
So they're like an actual presence in like the story and like an enemy. And there's one that's like very fucking cool one that people just love so much. I don't want to spoil it.
Is like a specific alien in the game that's like really specifically cool?
No, not in the show. It's like a very specific alien, yeah. Not the xenomorph, but like another alien species.
A different alien species.
Yeah. It sounds like you're having a hard time wrapping your head around this.
So it's I've heard a few things about it that are like, so you get the original. They're not xenomorph is technically not what the species is called. It's just referring to an alien creature.
Well, no, that's what they call it. That's what they call it in the show. They refer to it
Yeah,
as a
no, I
xenomorph.
know, but there's a reason they call it a xenomorph. It's because it's just referring to a creature that they don't like quite understand, right? It's a morph of alien origin, a xenos,
Hmm?
as 40k would call it, right? So there's like two different xenomorphs in that series, from what I've heard, and they're
In the
just
show?
like very different. Yeah.
No, they're just two regular xenomorphs. They both came
I
from
meant more.
humans.
Okay, when I say two different xenomorphs, you dumb fuck. Xenomorph just means two different aliens.
I mean, when I
So
say
like,
xenomorph, I mean like the xenomorph alien that we've all come to be used
yeah, no,
to.
I know which one you mean, but like, it just means aliens on the Earth that they've like more from humans, right?
Yeah.
Because from what I understand from Alien Earth, there's like a different alien that also like takes over humans in a different way
Hmm.
to xenomorphs, which like you get you get like impregnation, chest burster, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, there's face huggers, there's a chest burster, there's a xenomorph, but there's like a multitude of different other alien species. It's like really, really cool.
I do like it because it kind of implies that the Oucher may also exist there.
I mean, we do have Predator Badlands, which is coming out on my birthday, which has an actual Weyland-Yutani android in it. So
That's pretty cool. And I know Predator 2
the xenomorph
has
skull.
straight up just it has a xenomorph skull. So I'm like, how old are these things?
Yeah.
It's a fascinating thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. Super, super good. A really awesome show.
No, it is.
You should also
I've actually seen
watch
some of
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker season 2. I've seen the first like 3 episodes of Peacemaker season 2. And I've been in
What do
I've
you
been
think about it?
enjoying so far it's interesting, although I had like an hour-long argument with my friends about it, but that's entirely because he's this mate of mine, right, is a hardcore fan of fucking the Snyderverse.
Oh my god.
It's fun to argue with him because he's not an asshole about it, but it's really funny to me. Like I'm very amused by it. Like it genuinely, arguing with him about it makes me laugh because we have like the same fucking stupid arguments about it every time we argue about it. And we always argue in circles
Yeah.
for like an hour, and I'm like, this is dumb. We have argued for an hour about it, and we've both discovered you don't like James Gunn, and I don't like your stupid fucking dumb shit with shit. My brain has forgotten. Zack Snyder. I
Yeah.
don't like Zack Snyder as a filmmaker at all. He just makes films that exist, and yeah, that's all I can say about that.
I gotta send you this. I've been browsing like the Peacemaker subreddit, and so many people are
Yeah.
like making memes about the intro, how it goes with everything. And I just sent you something that has that's with James Bond. I want you to watch it and tell me what you think about it, real quick. And so for people, I think this is I think it's Casino Royale. It's the one with Mads Mikkelsen. Oh,
Yeah, that's Casino Royale.
and he's torturing James Bond.
Oh,
But
he's doing the thing with the rope and the nuts.
yeah,
Oh my god. Peacemaker season 2 has been so weird.
he keeps hitting him in the nuts with the rope, and now he's laughing. And it just cuts to the intro of Peacemaker season 2. Oh man, that's fucking great. What
The fucking intro of Peacemaker season 2 is so funny
yeah.
because it's been doing this. But like the other show, I've seen other shows that do the same fucking thing. Like if you've ever watched the She-Ra show, right?
Princesses of Power? Or the
Yeah, that
original?
one.
Okay.
No, the newer one, the newer one. There's a scene where they like are like about to die, and then they just like cut to the intro, and the music is so jarringly different from like the tone of the previous scene that you like, what the fuck just happened? Why do I have tonal whiplash? I
Yeah.
like got actual whiplash from just what they did right there. What the fuck? I can feel the pain in my neck from how fast they changed tone there. It's so funny.
What do you think about the show?
So far, it's fine. I mean, it's a show. Like, I'm not super sold on it, but I'm also not like not sold on it. Like, I like it, but I'm not like it's the best thing I've ever seen. It's a show I've seen.
How do you think it holds up against the first one? The first season?
Continues it. It's about the same, I'd say, because again, Peacemaker season 1 was also just like a show I saw, and it was entertaining. It did what it needed to do.
What do you think about the whole thing with the alternate universe?
I think it's fascinatingly unhealthy for the main character, but I really like that because it's a good kind of problem to put a character like Peacemaker into and like have him stuck having to deal with.
Yeah, I think I made a post on Twitter about it when I was like on episode 2 or 3, but it always seems that he always goes to the alternate universe whenever he's like drunk or like really high. So it's kind of analogous to like him finding an out like addiction wise. So the universe is just gonna be like an addiction to him, like an what's the word for it? An escape from like how shit his real life is in his natural in his let's just call it Earth 1, and then the other
I mean, it's
universe Earth
technically
2.
Earth 1.
And
The main
like
critique,
it's
yeah.
it's so sad like in the first episode where he wants to be recognized as an actual hero after what happened in the first season, and then he gets interviewed by the Justice Gang, and they just fucking make fun of him the whole time and they don't treat him seriously, and it's just so sad.
I
You,
mean, it's fully in character because Guy Gardner especially is such an asshole.
mm-hmm. Yeah, then fucking Hawk Girl and then Maxwell Lord are just like not taking him seriously, and then that drives him to want to go into the other universe where Peacemaker is actually like a world-renowned hero, and they all love and appreciate him. Also,
The thing,
his brother that he accidentally killed when he was a kid, and his asshole dad actually are there, and nothing bad happens to them.
well, not to him.
Oh yeah,
You notice
yeah.
the Did you also notice the like complete lack of black people in the alternate world?
Yeah. It's funny. It's funny. Some one of the extras in the background did an AMA, and they asked someone asked him like, "Hey, were there any like people of color there, and he was like, "No, actually, uh, I know that James Gunn wouldn't do it on purpose.
I
So
mean,
I had a feeling that it just had something to do with like the story or something, which led a lot of people to theorize that it's like the Earth, actually Earth X, where the Nazis won World War II. Like everyone's a Nazi.
I don't think it's Earth X. I think it's Peacemaker's family causing that like little pocket of his world to be like that
Hmm.
because they keep getting like there's a lot of renown and stuff, and I'm like, Peacemaker's such an average dude. He's so average. He's so fucking average. As far as superheroes go, he's fucking average as shit. And his brother's just Iron Man, apparently.
Yeah.
I actually don't know who his brother's supposed to fucking be. He seems like a new dude entirely, so I'm like, okay.
Oh, like in like the DC Comics lore. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was, I forgot the guy's his superhero name. Uh, Let me see, look it up.
They don't
Oh,
say his brother's superhero name.
Captain Triumph. That's the guy's name. I could have sworn I saw someone's. Oh, okay. Yeah, Captain Triumph was an actual DC character. Let's see.
What the
Captain
fuck?
Triumph was a superhero from the Golden Age of Comics who first appeared in Crack Comics number 27 in 1943. Uh, okay. A version of Captain Triumph appears in second season of Peacemaker. What powers does he have? Ghost of his brother Michael. Oh, it's like kind of like Firestorm in a way. Okay, yeah, there's like nothing. I'm looking at the his powers, and it's like nothing like Keith in like the show. It's funny.
I mean, that's basically how it always keeps happening.
It's almost like a completely just like new ass character, which is cool. But yeah, I cannot wait to see this episode of season 2. What about you? Are you gonna end up watching it tonight?
What Peacemaker?
Yeah.
Nah. I might watch it like tomorrow morning or yeah, probably tomorrow morning. If I do watch it, it'll be tomorrow morning after I've done some editing and shit. Made some thumbnails.
All right. Well, I think that's gonna be it for the podcast for today.
Yeah. That's us gonna be done for today.
I hope you all have a lovely rest of your night. Thank you for listening / watching.
Yeah, I
You
hope you
can,
guys had fun listening to us ramble and bicker and yap and yap and yap and
yeah.
yap. And my entire tirade about the Star Wars Legends continuity because it's be prepared. These are going to happen for the next like 3 weeks because I'm reading those books. So the yaps will come every time I read one.
Oh, also, before we end, I sent you and Saber the songs that I had gotten commissioned. What did you take a listen to them yet, or what did you think?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I completely forgot about them because I got busy, and then I forgot they existed.
Bruh. Okay. I was gonna get with the person I got them commissioned from, and maybe work out something for like the podcast, like some
I
starting
mean,
soon
yeah,
music.
I'm listening to the chill one now, and I think we could do with some podcast stuff. It would be really helpful,
Yeah,
especially if I can get a new mic.
cause I have that song set up as like the starting soon for the podcast and for my stream, but it would be nice to have
Oh, it's pretty good.
a separate thing of music that encapsulates both of the things we like. So I can imagine like maybe some hints of the Tatooine theme when Luke is looking at the sun.
Oh, Binary Sunset.
Yeah, maybe some of that, and then
That'd
some
be
of like some of the stuff that I like Star Trek.
I mean, if we had to put like my favorite pieces of music, I could show you what they are. Because if you want to have like bits of it, I have. Uh, I'm gonna describe it this way: as a wildly diverse take of music I really like.
Yeah, but
Of
your
like
whole
utterly,
thing is like Star Wars, so
yeah, it is. But musically, I like so much shit because I've also got the. Okay, I have to show you Kamen Rider. You use Spotify, right? You
yeah.
have Spotify as a thing. Cool. I'm gonna send you some tracks from Gav and just show you why I'm like, this is fucking banger, and why I'm mildly obsessed. I'm also just obsessed with like a lot of just general soundtrack music. I love soundtrack music in general. Share there it is. Because I have a love for all soundtrack music. I've listened to the common to 5 different Kamen Riders entire soundtracks. So Gav's full soundtrack is spectacularly good. I've listened to the entire Lord of the Rings soundtrack multiple times because it's just so good. And like the song called I believe it's called The Shire in the first album, so the one for the Fellowship of the Ring, has just music that just brings joy every time I hear it, which is called The Shire. If you listen to it, you'll know exactly why. It's also the song that plays at the very beginning and opens with the words concerning hobbits.
I think I know
Like you'll know it if you.
I think
Of course you know it.
the Shire. Let me see.
I mean, I could just. I'll speed run it. I'll send you a link to it. It's even faster.
Yeah, this is it. That's what I think. Da, 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 da. Yeah. If I ever go to New Zealand and find like where they filmed like the Shire and stuff, and I can.
It's a tourist attraction. You can go. They it's like their version of like if you go to if you go to Disneyland, you can go to like Star Wars, the like Star Wars park.
Yeah.
But if you go to like New Zealand, they have Hobbiton, the whole of Hobbiton, the sets from Lord of the Rings. They also upgraded it to be like you can actually stay in the Hobbit holes. They like made them fully livable.
Oh, that's cool.
Because originally they were just like doors you could open and so that the actors would hide in. They open the door, come out, do their scene, like go around and stuff. And then had like smokestack. They've apparently upgraded them so they're just actual houses you can go live in as a tourist attraction. So you can go stay in Hobbiton. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's last I heard.
That'd be so cool.
Oh, okay. We need to end the stream. I
Yeah.
can smell the burgers Lindy's cooking.
All right, guys. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Say the thing, AC.
Yeah. Danny. Oh, stretch. Ugh.
All right. Wave room recording is done. All right, to those that are watching right now, I'm gonna be live in like an hour with some new Tales of the Borderland. And until then, I'll catch you guys then. Hope you all have a good rest of your
Yeah,
day and enjoy
yeah,
your dinner, AC.
I will, and then I'll go sleep or do whatever comes to mind.
See ya.
Anyway, cheers, dude.